What's up? It's the Game Bastard. I got some stuff for you today, and I'm going to also release a video that I made about a month ago and forgot to upload. So you get the lost episode. I don't know if I'm going to actually upload that today or tomorrow or whatever, but let's get going because I got a bunch of shit to get through. A handful of Nintendo games here, starting out with a copy of L'Empereur, Koei game, turn-based strategy. Probably I haven't played it, but that's what they're known for, so probably pretty cool. Uncharted Waters. I've only played the Super Nintendo version of this game, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's the same thing, but I'll touch that one later. Crash and the Boys Street Challenge. Again, just picked this up, so I'm guessing this is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. And got the manual with that too, you know, in case I need some backstory. Pirates with an exclamation mark. Guessing this is part of like the Pirates Gold and the Sid Meier's Pirates that was recently released, prospectively, I guess, recently. So we'll touch that one when I touch it, I guess. Kung Fu Heroes. I had this game when I was a kid, so I picked it up for nostalgia reasons. And Mario Brothers Arcade. You can't go wrong. No reason not to pick that up. I only got one Super Nintendo game for you guys today, but it's a decent one. It's Castlevania Dracula X. It's a little beat up, but the price is right, so I picked that up. And Shin Megami Tensei's Devil Survivor for DS. I have the second one, so I'm excited to play this. Next up, well, I suppose I should show you this too. I got my Nintendo Platinum Rewards prize, reward, whatever, in the mail. And I went with the cards this year. I went with the Zelda poster set last year, and they're kind of cool. They're platinum, and they're clear. And every card's got some, some Bowser. That's your Joker. I don't really play cards, but I just thought it was something different, so I decided to go with those. They just get put on the display shelf here and look pretty. Let's see, got a couple PlayStation titles here for you. First off, I've been looking for a black label version of this game for a long time now. That wasn't like $1 billion. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. One of my favorite games of all time. There's nothing I don't like about this game. It is fucking great. And also the black label of Castlevania Chronicles for PlayStation. On the PS2 realm, I got Samurai Legend Musashi, I don't know how to pronounce that. It had a really cool label and it was cheap, so I grabbed it. I haven't played it yet. I got this on eBay, and I was very happy to get my hands on it. This is the Persona 3 Limited Collector's Edition. It's still sealed, and it's got the artwork in there, and it's got a limited edition box or cover art as well. So this is going to be a nice display piece because I will not open that. And I was at Walgreens of all places and grabbing a pop in the morning. Something similar to this, a little Mountain Dew. Walked past, and I see Sega out of the corner of my eye. So, grab my pop, I'm half asleep. Walk past it again, and I see Sega out of the other eye. And for some reason it just didn't register. And I'm standing in line and all of a sudden it clicked. I was like, what the hell did I see that said the Sega logo on it? So I walk back and whoops, I see this thing for $29.99. It is a Sega console with 80 preloaded games. It's actually 40 Sega games and 40 just filler. And I'm going to do a review on this, so I won't touch into it too much, but I'll kind of give you an idea what it is. This is the console. It actually plays Sega cartridges too, and is region free. You can play Japanese Genesis games on this, which is the first thing I tried on it, and it's a pain in the ass playing Genesis imports on a US Genesis. So very cool. I was happy with that. You can use standard ports in there, but it also comes with wireless controllers, which kind of suck. They're kind of cheap, and you have to be pointing it directly at the system for them to work. So I've been using the standard ports on it. So the only big thing I thought was kind of weird on it was that the sound is like an octave lower. Like all the music is lower. I wouldn't say a whole octave, but it's lower. So, I don't know, it's probably just cheap audio chip that's in it. In the realm of weird console things, I got this simply to get this. I don't really know much about the Neo Geo, but I picked up the Neo Geo X Gold limited edition, and there's kind of a lot of cloud surrounding this thing. Some people think it's really cool. Some people think it's a piece of junk. Right away, people hack this thing, and you can jump on the Neo Geo forums and kind of follow the thread they've been going on about. Unfortunately, I got the version that has not been hacked yet, or as far as I know, it hasn't been hacked, which is the firmware 370. But I'll show you this thing. It comes with a handheld. That's what it looks like there, which is kind of cool. It plays these little SD card type games, and I haven't popped this one open, but this is Ninja Masters. And then it gets thrown into this giant docking station, which looks like a Neo Geo, and it pops open, and you put the handheld right into that, and it goes out. It's got HDMI mini, and then this also has an RGA AV in the back there. Also came with, which was pretty cool, I guess, is this big old joystick controller, which, you know, if you know about anything about the Neo Geo, it's all arcade games, so this is the way to go. I was a bit let down that this thing has USB imports, but you can only use these kind of controllers on it, as far as I know. I haven't been able to get any other controller to work on it, so that was kind of a bummer. You know, if you're playing a fighting game, you want to play with two people, and those fucking joysticks are crazy expensive. So we'll see what the future holds. All right, let's get into some Japanese stuff, shall we? Got this for $4.98 with free shipping on eBay. It's a copy of Street Fighter 2 for Super Famicom. It's pretty fucked up. The back is all cracked, and it looks like something's been chewing on it. The side is falling off there. I mean, it's fucked up. But for $4, and it works. After I clean the shit out of the pins, it works. So I was happy about that. I also got this. This is Megami Tensei F. You know, over in Japan, there are different series. Over here, everything's Shin Megami Tensei's, but in Japan, there's a Megami Tensei and a Shin Megami Tensei and so on. So this is If. This is the most trite name for a video game I've ever come across, and I fucking love it. Pretty cool. It's a very pretty box, and everything's in there. And if you order stuff right from Japan, you might pay a little bit more for shipping, but the games themselves are a significant fraction of the price. So you pay a huge import fee, as far as I've come across, from buying, you know, something from Tokyo versus buying from some dude in fucking New Jersey or whatever. I guess it's just because you can't really wander into a game store and buy these things. You really have to putz around to get your hands on these. So I think that's the way to do it, is get them right from the source, right from Japan. But however, I did wander into a store and find a bunch of Japanese stuff. So I got a bunch of, let's just do the Zelda stuff. I got a buttload of Zelda Japanese imports. Starting off with the Super Famicom version of A Link to the Past. Pretty rad, huh? I thought that was cool as shit. Next up, we have, we'll go into this, Majora's Mask. This is a big old box, so that came with the expansion port for the Nintendo 64. So I thought that was a really cool presentation. I really like the artwork on this. And then for the GameCube, I got, this is Four Swords. The box has seen better days, but whatever. It does what it needs to do. And Wind Waker. Notice how small these boxes are compared to the giant DVD cases that we got for these mini disc games that, you know, I wasn't, I really like this presentation a lot better than the American releases. And I'm not really sure what the story on this was, but I'm assuming it came as a bundle with the GameCube. This is Ocarina of Time, and the disc is actually in the back of this. And it hasn't been popped open, so I'm going to keep it like that. But yeah, I'm assuming that's the case. It came with a bundle, but I didn't get a Japanese GameCube with it, so who knows. For the Wii, I got Twilight Princess. This is still sealed. I don't know. I probably won't pop it open. I'll just leave it as is. And Phantom Hourglass for the DS. This is pretty cool artwork. I like this artwork that's on that one. We have Oracle of Seasons for the Game Boy Color. These actually work. The game, any handheld seems to work just fine. Any Japanese handheld game seems to work just fine in the American handheld. So not a lot of putts around to get these things to work. These I thought were really fucking cool. They released these. I'll turn it on inside so you can see it. These are Game Boy Advance games, and they're classics. So this is the first Zelda game, but they come in like mini cases essentially for the games. I don't know. I thought they were pretty neat. And this is the second game too, Adventures of Link. Now we've got a lot of stuff to get through here. We'll start with Saturn. This is, in the other video, I got a big old stack of Japanese Saturn games. I've added a few games to that sense. So let's start with, I got Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Notice, a standard jewel case. We don't have this, 12-inch tall, awkward Saturn game we gotta deal with. That'll never ever make any sense to me why they decided to do that. We got X-Men versus Street Fighter, and Vampire Savior is what this game is called. And then, being a huge Neon Genesis Evangelion fan, if you haven't noticed, I have, permanently marked myself as a fan. I got some games for the Saturn. This is simply called Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is Neon Genesis Evangelion Second Impression, which is a dual disc game. And this one, which is Neon Genesis Evangelion Iron Maiden, which is like a dating sim, kind of. I don't know. I've played a little bit of it, but it's kind of confusing. Then, wandering into the world of PlayStation imports, I've got, I think this is game, I always had trouble pronouncing what this game, Alundra, I think is how you pronounce it. I know there's an American version of it, but that's what that is. Dragon Knight 4, I don't think this ever got released in the US, but, I don't know. It could be, I just missed it on my JRPG test. Macross Plus, very cool. It's actually a really fun game. I was enjoying this a lot. Parasite Eve. This one, Tsukaige. You can watch me butcher the Japanese language. Tobal #1. It's got that Dragon Ball Z, artwork kind of thing going on. It might be the same guy. Dragon Quest, those games. So I don't know much about this. And last but not least, in that world, I got Xenogears. This is a cool artwork. I just like it. So it's so just blah. There's your X. There it is. It doesn't have to be so over the top. I like that a lot. Now. We've got a lot of Japanese PS2 games to go through. So many. I had to make a list. 2 pages. Yeah, kind of. So I can translate them all. So, let's just start grabbing stacks of them. Some of these are going to be really easy, like Armored Core 2. Let's start setting these on the floor. This is Bleach. And the official title of this game is Bleach something or other. Arabashi Tamashi? Yeah. Biohazard Outbreak. You all know that game. This is Bomberman. What is the official title on this one? It's on the sheet somewhere. I don't know. It's Bomberman something or other. Oh, that was Jetters. Bomberman Jetters is what this one's called. The Bouncer. I think they actually released this in America, but I've never played it. I didn't hear about it until very recently. Let's see what's the next one up here. Chain Dive. I don't know this one. Looks kind of cool. I haven't played it yet, so we'll get into that. This is Breath of Fire 5, Dragon Quarter. And Chaos Legion. I don't think this series ever made its premiere in the US. So that might be a Japanese only. I'm pretty sure that's a Japanese only. The game was called Cool Girl or Psy Girl. I haven't touched it, so we'll see. I had never heard of it before. Dark Cloud. Again, think this is a Japanese only series. Dot Hack, Volume 1. This got released in America. This game was really cool. Dororo. I gave it a good amount of time. It's easy enough. It's kind of a hack and slash, but you can figure out what's going on because it's all in Japanese. You're a samurai who has false arms. His arms are cut off, like you can kind of see in the back. His arms are cut off at the elbow, and he's got friggin' samurai swords for arms, and he has a gun and stuff. I don't know. It's a really cool samurai hack and slash. I was very happy with that one. Dragon Quest V. Yeah. This is a Dynasty Warriors game. No, this is Dynasty Warriors 2. Is what that is. This game called Evergrace 2. Never heard of it before, so we'll have to see if I can find a translation guide for some of these. Generation of Chaos 3. I'm pretty damn sure this never got released in America. Let's see. Gigantic Drive. Over here in America, this game is called Robotic Alchemy something. Alchemist Robot something. It is a weird game. You're a kid who controls a giant mecha. Think it's like total Godzilla versus Ultraman, or name your fucking giant robot man thing. But you control him outside of the body, so you got like a remote control, and you have to like fly around on top of the buildings so you can see like what you're battling, or like sit on his shoulder and stuff. So interesting. I thought it was actually a lot of fun. We got Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. I don't think this game ever got released in America, but I could be mistaken on that. Next up we have, this is Gundam 1 Year War. I can't get this game to work with Swap Magic. I really was hoping to get this game to work because I don't know. It's a Gundam game. I like mechas. What can I say? Kengo 3. I don't know what happened to the disc. I think it was there when I bought it, and it's not in the case anymore, so it might have got stuck in one of these other cases, and I just haven't sat down and dug around. But it looked like a fun fighting game. I was a little bummed about that. This is some soccer game. What is it? Jiku World Soccer 2000. It's soccer. So, you know, soccer. Legaia? Dual Saga? I don't know much about this series, but I'm pretty sure that they got released in the US here. The Mechsmith. Run equals dim. I don't know about this game. Kind of look like an Armored Core kind of a deal. So I'll have to touch into this. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. It's Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. In Japanese. It's actually in English. I think the menus are in Japanese, so I don't think there's anything different, but I'll play it and we'll see. Monster Hunter. I've only played Monster Hunter as a try for the Wii, and it's a really cool game, so I'll have to give this one a run through. This is kind of a weird game. I didn't realize this was even released on PlayStation, but Myst 3 Exile. I like the Myst series a lot. I do. Some people think they're a little boring, but screw you. I like them. Naruto something or other. I don't really know much about the series. This is Ultimate Ninja 2. And Radiata Stories. Another JRPG that I've never heard of. Reslide? Reslide? I don't know. Emfurl Fantasia. JRPG. My cat's meowing at my door. If you can hear him, that's what that is. Ring of Red. Looks like a another mecha game. Kind of looks like Front Mission or something. I don't know. I haven't played it, so we'll see. Rule of Rose. This is a very hard game to find for PlayStation 2 in the American release, I guess. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, survival horror type game. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but it looks really fucking cool. Venus and Braves. This is some really cool artwork. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'll try to get the glare out of there. That's a pretty cover. Another JRPG. It actually kind of looks like Tactics, like Ogre Battle or something along those lines. So we'll give that a whirl. Shadow Hearts 2. Spy Fiction. It actually looks pretty dope. There's a dude in the back. There's a picture of a dude like hanging in a corner, if you can see that. So we'll see like a stealth-based game. Star Ocean Till the End of Time. We all know about Star Ocean. I should have to tell you about Star Ocean. And Tales of Destiny 2. Another JRPG. Lots of JRPGs. This is Tenchu 3. This is the equivalent to Wrath of Heaven. I fucking love the Tenchu games. They're a lot of fun. Far East of Eden 2. Manjimaru, I think is what this thing is actually called. There's another name for it that I came across it. Whatever. There it is. It's actually Tengai Makuryu 3. Okay. So that's why that's there. This is one that I'd never heard of, but this is a limited saga. I don't know if this is part of the Final Fantasy series or what. It's definitely got the artwork. Like it looks pretty, I'll tell you that. And the actual Japanese release of Way of the Samurai 2, and I fucking love the American release of this, so very cool. We have World Soccer Winning 11-6, another soccer game. And last but not least, we have Xenosaga Episode 1. We all know about Xenosaga. I got a couple PSP games, Japanese PSP games. This is called Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy and Hadaki Street. It's like a board game thing. It's kind of weird, but kind of neat. And then Guilty Gear XX, the Midnight Carnival frickin' hash reload, because Japanese people have the longest fucking names for their goddamn games. Got a couple soundtracks too. This is Dragon Warrior 5 and 6 soundtracks. And the Chrono Cross soundtrack. The back is actually backwards, which I thought was kind of weird. So, I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah, I said dope again. Sorry. I got some game guides, which I probably should have grabbed, like the Ocarina of Time game guide, and what else? I don't know, some other stuff. And I also got this, being it's 2013, I figured I needed a calendar from 2008. This is the Resident Evil calendar. It's got a lot of shit from 4 in it, but there's some pretty cool artwork in here from the prior, this is Resident Evil 2 artwork, and so I picked that up. Actually, I think this was given to me, to be honest with you. So that's what I've got. A bunch of Japanese stuff, and I'll try to get that other video posted for you guys. So thanks for watching, and stay metal, and stay nerdy, and I'll see you soon.